Within Christianity, salvation is often presented as the central and non-negotiable solution to the human condition. Humanity is said to be fallen, sinful, and estranged from God, requiring rescue through belief in Jesus Christ. This framework has shaped theology, missionary activity, colonial expansion, and personal spirituality for centuries. Yet, when salvation is deconstructed, important questions emerge. Who defines the problem salvation claims to solve? Who truly needs Christian salvation? And is salvation a universal human necessity or a culturally constructed doctrine? In classical Christian theology, salvation is deliverance from sin, death, and eternal punishment. Rooted in interpretations of the Genesis fall, salvation presumes humanity is inherently sinful. Sin separates humans from God. Divine justice requires punishment. Jesus' death satisfies that requirement, and belief in Jesus is the exclusive path to reconciliation. Verses such as John 3:16, Romans 3:23, and John 14:6 form the backbone of this doctrine. However, these texts emerge from specific cultural, historical, and theological debates within early Christianity rather than from a timeless, universal consensus. Salvation, therefore, is not merely a spiritual idea. It is a system built upon assumptions about human nature, guilt, and divine justice. A central concern in deconstructing salvation is recognizing that Christianity defines both the problem and the solution. Humanity is told it is spiritually sick, broken, and condemned, then offered salvation as the only cure. This raises a critical question. If a person does not believe they are fallen, what exactly are they being saved from? Many cultures prior to Christianity did not view human existence as inherently sinful. Indigenous spiritualities, Eastern traditions, and early human societies often understood suffering as a condition of life, ignorance, or imbalance, not moral corruption requiring divine blood sacrifice. Christian salvation becomes necessary only after one accepts Christianity's diagnosis of the human condition. Christian salvation arose within a Jewish apocalyptic worldview shaped by exile, law, sacrifice, and covenant. Concepts such as atonement, blood sacrifice, and divine wrath reflect ancient Near Eastern religious frameworks rather than universal human intuitions. When exported globally through missionary work and colonization, salvation theology often functioned as a cultural weapon that labeled African spiritual systems as demonic, view indigenous people as lost, dismiss Asian philosophies as false, and view entire civilizations as needing saving. In this light, salvation was not merely spiritual, it was political, cultural, and psychological. It justified domination by framing conversion as rescue rather than erasure. Christian salvation frequently relies on fear of hell, judgment, and eternal separation. This fear-based structure creates dependence. Without Christianity, one is unsafe. Without belief, one is doomed. From a psychological perspective, this resembles trauma bonding. A threat is introduced, hell, relief is offered, salvation, and loyalty is demanded. Faith, obedience, evangelism. This raises ethical concerns. If salvation requires fear to function, is it truly good news? And if belief is coerced through terror, is it genuine faith or survival compliance? When viewed through a comparative lens, many people, including Buddhists, Hindus, Taoists, humanists, and atheists, do not see themselves as needing salvation in the Christian sense. These traditions do not deny suffering or moral responsibility. They simply define the human challenge differently. If salvation is unnecessary within these frameworks, then Christian salvation cannot be universally required. It is internally coherent only within Christian belief. Deconstructing salvation does not require rejecting Jesus entirely. It allows for re-examining Jesus as a wisdom teacher, a social reformer, a non-violent resistor of empire, a mystic pointing to inner transformation. Statements such as, "The kingdom of God is within you," Luke 17:21, challenge transactional salvation models and suggest an internal awakening rather than external rescue. Salvation, in this reframing, becomes transformation, not deliverance from inherited guilt. Christian salvation is meaningful and necessary for those who accept Christian premises, those who find healing in its narrative, and those who choose it freely, without fear or coercion. It is not universally necessary for all humanity. Salvation is a religious answer to a religious question, not a cosmic requirement imposed on every human being. Deconstructing Christian salvation reveals it as a powerful theological construct shaped by history, culture, and institutional authority. While it may serve some as a source of meaning and comfort, it becomes harmful when universalized, weaponized, or fear-driven. The critical question is not, who needs salvation, but who decides what needs saving? When individuals are free to define their own spiritual paths, without threats of damnation, salvation becomes a choice, not a sentence. And in that freedom, spirituality can finally become life-giving rather than fear-bound. What do you think about Christian salvation? Does every human being need a Christian salvation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if this resonates with you, subscribe for more insights on the transformation of consciousness. Further, you may check out more of our videos on religious deconstruction, Christian deconstruction, Muslim deconstruction, and life deconstruction, and let us know about your deconstruction needs.